Welcome back. You're still tuned into Halftime Report on CNBC TV 18, and this is our special segment Inside Edge. Today we are going to be focusing on the gas sector, or the gas players, so to say, because yesterday during market hours we got the news that Gail's new integrated natural gas pipeline tariffs are hiked by around 45%. Now it is set at 58.61 rupees per MMBtu. Remember earlier PNGRB in its concept paper had said that they will be proposing a tariff of 60.9 rupees per MMBtu. Gail actually had asked for a 70% hike. So of course it's lower than that, but nevertheless it is in line with what the street was working with. We got some brokerage views after this big announcement because it is a big positive for the company, where Citi said that integrated tariff hike should put to rest skepticism around regulatory upsides, that yes, nothing, the skepticism around what the PNGRB will actually go ahead and do with the company's tariffs. Jeffrey says that they see a 17% EBITDA increase in FY24 for this transmission hike that has come about, with part of the benefit offset by higher operating costs, but the company will see. Morgan Stanley says that this implies an increase of 2,000 crore rupees in terms of revenues, and will also lead to 14% hike in EPS in FY24 and 12% in FY25 as per the estimates that the street has. JP Morgan says this tariff hike and lower spot LNG prices are a positive. However, earnings will continue to remain volatile. Motilal Oswal says that they have increased their EBITDA estimates to 13,400 crore rupees versus 11,600 crore rupees. This is for FY24 on the basis of this tariff hike. In fact, we spoke to a whole host of players, Gail, of course, being the biggest one there, and the users of gas as well. So let me start with what Gail told us. They said at current volumes of 107 MMSCMD, this additional tariff could bring additional EBITDA of 1,600 crore rupees. And right now, in quarter 3, they did 107. Last year, they did 111. In FY24, they will be able to do volumes of 121 to 124 MMSCMD, which would mean even higher EBITDA at higher tariff. Then we spoke to the users, basically, who get this transported gas for their own use as raw materials, IGL and MGL. So let me start with MGL, where they said that it will be a gain for some and a loss for some, depending on which area or geography they are, but any tariff hike that will come by will be passed on to the customers by MGL. However, IGL says that while input gas costs will go up by 80 to 85 paisa per SCM, they will not pass on the price hikes to the customers, and also they are awaiting the final outcome of the recommendations that the Kirit Parikh committee made. So whether that comes about or not is something, Manglam, that they will be watching out for, and that is the decision that they will take going forward, whether they will actually go ahead and pass on the price hikes or not.
All right, you gave us an edge into the insight. Let's get that insight as well. We spoke to the users of gas, Gail, IGL and MGL this morning, and this is what they had to say.
We are examining the order, and we'll go back to PNGRB for review of their tariff order which they issued yesterday. So it's a very early reaction, because we have received yesterday only, and these early study suggests that certainly will approach to PNGRB for review of tariff for upward revision. PNGRB has notified the tariff for 9 of our physically interconnected pipeline. If you see the weighted average tariff for those pipelines currently is around 46 rupees per MMBtu, which has been increased to 58 rupees 61 paisa. That means there is an increase of 26% for these pipelines, and this increase will result into increase of our revenue, and also the EBITDA will, by almost 1,600 crore rupees per annum, only based on the actual volume flow being done by us. Based on our computation, we are likely to earn around 3,500 crore rupees from gas marketing in financial year 23-24.
For some customer, it will be a gain. For some customer, it will be a loss, depending on where they are situated. It will definitely be a pass-through, because tariff, there are two ways to look at it. One is that some of the gas we consume for internal consumption, so that has to be consumed by us. For some which we can pass through, this is a sustainable, continual basis. So we can't keep it on our books. It has to be passed through. If it increases, we have to pass through. If it decreases, we have to pass through.
So we are also yet to receive the final impact on IGL, but our preliminary analysis reveals that the input gas cost will go up by say 80 to 85 paise per SCM. And we don't have immediate plans to pass it on to the consumers, because we have not increased the prices for long in the past. We will review these prices as and when Krit Pari Committee recommendations gets implemented. In case PNG, this Krit Pari Committee recommendations are implemented as recommended, I think there will be reduction of around 1.5 dollar per MMBtu.
Okay, that is a 360-degree view and coverage on what's happening in the gas economy right now. With that, we'll slip into a short break. When we come back, Ashish Gail of Wave Strategy Advisors